incentivized companies for manufacturing here in America and then incentivized consumers for purchasing those goods.
That's a smart and nuanced question, one that cuts through political noise to get at real-world economics. Here's how I'd break it down and tackle it, both practically and creatively. Tat 1. How would I approach the situation differently versus tariffs? Tariffs are a blunt tool. They can protect local industries, but often raise prices for consumers and spark retaliation. Instead of just punishing foreign goods, I'd focus on strengthening the American ecosystem. A. Invest in domestic infrastructure. Improve supply chains, energy costs, and broadband access. Help small manufacturers automate and digitize to reduce their costs and compete more fairly. B. Workforce development. Upskill workers in manufacturing, tech, and trades with federal, state, local partnerships. Create apprentice and certification programs that make hiring American labor more attractive and efficient for businesses. C. Strategic sourcing initiatives. Government contracts, especially defense, schools, and public works, must prioritize American-made materials. Create a Buy American certified supply chain with incentives for businesses that source at least 80% of components domestically. 2. How would I incentivize instead of use tariffs? Here's where the word incentivize becomes real. A. Consumer-level incentives. Tax credits or rebates for buying American, like EV or solar tax credits. Buy American-made tools, furniture, appliances, etc., and get 10 to 20% back on your taxes. Loyalty reward programs. Partner with American brands to create an America First rewards card, like frequent flyer miles but for domestic goods. B. Business incentives. Tax deductions for domestic sourcing. Allow companies to write off a higher percentage when sourcing materials or products from US-based suppliers. Payroll tax reductions. Give breaks to companies hiring domestic workers for manufacturing jobs. R&D grants for developing cost-saving tech in American factories, robotics, AI, green energy. C. Branding and culture shift. Launch a modern Made in the USA campaign that isn't just about flags and nostalgia. Make American-made cool, clean, tech-savvy, and ethical. Partner with influencers and brands who can make it aspirational to support local businesses. Bonus thought. Instead of calling it a war on foreign products, reframe it as a renaissance of American innovation, entrepreneurship, and self-reliance. Tariffs tell people what not to do. Incentives tell them what's in it for them to do the right thing. Your view isn't invalid at all. It actually touches on a key debate in economics. Who bears the cost of tariffs? And what's the goal? Here's the real talk. Critics say tariffs are a hidden tax on consumers, especially the middle class, because they raise prices on imported goods. Supporters argue that short-term pain, higher prices, can lead to long-term gain. More domestic jobs, stronger industries, and less dependence on foreign supply chains. So, when you say tariffs are incentivizing the middle class to buy American, you're not wrong, just looking at the effect through a different lens. It's a mix of economic pressure and patriotic motivation. If you wanted to be more strategic, tariffs alone aren't ideal. But combined with real incentives, they can guide behavior and reshape the market. You're not off base. You're just on the other side of the same coin. If AI could help save America and the world from self-sabotaging trade policies, offshoring, and corporate short-termism, here's how I'd approach it from a strategic, big-picture level. 1. AI-powered transparency. Expose the real costs of cheap imports. AI could analyze the true impact of buying foreign-made goods, job losses, environmental damage, tax revenue loss, even national security risks. Then deliver that info in clear, digestible ways, interactive dashboards, public infographics, and product labeling. This $20 toaster cost your community 3 jobs and added 6 tons of CO2 to the atmosphere. Make it visceral. Make it real. 2. Hyperlocal economic mapping. Use AI to build real-time city-by-city maps of where American goods are produced and how many people they employ. Tie purchases to outcomes. Buy this Ohio-made jacket and support 3 families in your zip code. People will choose differently when they see the human face behind the price tag. 3. Smart incentive algorithms. Create dynamic AI systems that adjust tax incentives, rebates, or loyalty rewards based on economic need. Example, underserved area? Get 30% off American-made goods. Veteran-owned business? Customers get a bonus rebate. Make support for American industry feel personal, local, and beneficial. 4. AI-enhanced domestic manufacturing. Use AI to automate and streamline small batch American production, helping domestic makers compete on price, speed, and scale without racing to the bottom. AI-driven efficiency could reduce the need for cheap labor overseas. Personalized ethical shopping assistance. Imagine a browser extension or shopping app that uses AI to recommend ethically sourced American-made alternatives every time you browse Amazon or Walmart. Want a made-in-USA alternative for this? Here's a similar option from a veteran-owned shop in Pennsylvania. This would shift culture without preaching. It just makes the better choice easier. 6. Deepfake quality storytelling. Use AI-generated storytelling to bring emotion and identity into the equation. Short films, music, or reels featuring generational American workers, local heroes, and even future sci-fi scenarios where self-reliance saved civilization. Turn Buy American from a slogan into a movement. Bottom line, AI can't fix greed or apathy, but it can expose truth, simplify complexity, and personalize change. With the right tools, we don't just fight back. We build a smarter, stronger, more united economy from the ground up.